Imagine if everything you knew was either somehow flawed or incomplete, or one day just falls apart right in front of you. Every bit of information, every knowledge, every piece of book you've read, every article, whatever you've accumulated, it was all but a mixture of hoax and things that were just made up by the people who came before you and by also the people who came before the people who came before you. How would you react to that? Well, my friend, that is what the Bhagavad Gita is all about. I read the first 5 chapters of the Bhagavad Gita, and these have been one of the most important chapters of my life. I'll give you a very simple example, and by the way, Bhagavad Gita is not a religious book. It's rather a book that teaches you how to live. If you want a manual, you can go through it without the lenses of religion, caste, or anything. So, imagine you are really good at art, or really good at dance, or music. But your parents have some problems with that. Why? Because they think it's not feasible, it's not going to make you a lot of money, and you will be left desolate, desperate, homeless, so on and so forth. According to the Bhagavad Gita, because you're good at something so much, no matter who's in front of you, even if it's your own blood, or even if the people who brought you to this planet, your parents, you gotta stand against them and fight not for yourself, but for the people who are gonna be benefited from your art. Imagine if you become that artist or dancer and 500 people in your lifetime get the best benefits from your art. Then if you don't pursue that, and if you just bend down, then you are not going to be cheating yourself, you're going to be cheating that 500 people, and you're going to be destroying their future. Want one more example for that? Well, I have it for you. Imagine you have a best friend, best buddy, as you say it, and he or she or they made a mistake or committed a crime. What would you do? Isn't it your job to help them and get out of it and maybe even hide it, or maybe at least not cause a lot of problems for them? Well, it is, because that's what the rule of friendship is. But according to the Bhagavad Gita, if you are doing that, then you are not cheating them, you are cheating yourself and deceiving your own big mission. Let me explain. According to the law, they should have been punished. They should have been imprisoned, or so on and so forth, whatever the cause may be. But because you didn't do what you were supposed to do, you didn't do your duty, you didn't do your dharma, that basically means they and you are the criminals. So you are at fault as much as, or maybe even more than they are, because the oppressed is a bigger culprit than the oppressor. And here you were the oppressed. In Gita, you will also find that the activities that you do, not for yourself, but for the greater good, for your dharma. Dharma doesn't mean religion here, dharma that means duty. That you do for it, that you do for the greater cause, that you do for the people around you, has more significance than any other work. And I hope that helps. When Arjuna was fighting, he wasn't doing it for himself. He was doing it for his brothers. He was doing it for his wife, his kids, his tribe, and the world in general. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope this helps.